All right, Shalom Israel, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Mashak Malaki Bashai. That is to say, Yahweh being named the Heavenly Father, who the world will call God, and Yahweh Shai being named His only begotten Son, who the world arrogantly calls Jesus Christ. This is Brother Kasadia from WFR Jersey, Philly, and this is a Watchman alert. This is something that we need to keep watch over right now. Any given day now, something may go down. If you haven't been paying attention with this nuclear power plant over in Russia. So this Edomite right here, a New York prepper, he's going to break it down a little bit, and we're going to go into some precepts over what's going on right now, the latest update in that region over there between the war of Russia and Ukraine and NATO. So let's check this out.
It's Greg here, aka NY Prepper. It is Friday, June 30th, 2023, and I have some breaking news to share with you guys. Right now it is 3:42 p.m. Eastern Time here in the United States. We have some major breaking news coming in. So the most concerning news is that Ukraine's main intelligence directorate, the GUR, is saying that Russia has already started to quietly evacuate employees of the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant, and they're also evacuating the surrounding area. So this is absolutely huge news, okay? This is coming from Ukraine's intelligence, the GUR as they're known. And they posted this on Telegram today. So let me read to you what they said. They said that among the first to leave the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant were 3 employees of Rosatom who were directing the actions of the Russian occupiers. Okay, so these were 3 senior level employees at the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant working for Rosatom. That's the Russian nuclear energy company. It's state-owned, and these managers were asked to leave. Also, Ukrainian employees that signed a contract with Rosatom were given evacuation recommendations, and apparently they received instructions that they have to leave by July 5th. Okay, so that's next Wednesday. And they were saying that they should go to Crimea, that's the desired evacuation destination. Also, the number of military patrols on the territory of the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant itself, and also in the nearby city of Enerhodar, have been gradually decreasing. And also, the remaining staff at the ZNPP were instructed to blame Ukraine in case of any emergency situations.
Now, he's just speaking. He's speaking from the side of, he's pro-America. Obviously, it's called the New York Prepper. But nevertheless, so what's going on is pretty much there's an area, it's called Zaporizhia, which is over in Russia. And actually, it's over in Ukraine, Salakia. But Russia, they now control this area, and it's a nuclear plant. What Ukraine is trying to say is, America's going, not America, but Russia's going to allow, they're trying to allow Ukrainians to, pretty much take it back over so that they can, once they're there, they can blow it up. Now, this is a false flag that they're trying to say that Russia wants to do. Of course, Russia is also saying that Ukraine, and they've been saying this, that Ukraine is trying to use this as a pretext for NATO to join in the war. And just a week ago, or early this week, NATO, different directors of NATO, they pretty much came out and said, look, if at any point that Russia uses a nuclear weapon or they blow up this nuclear plant over in Ukraine, Zaporizhia, then they're in there. NATO was officially in there. It's officially World War III, which we've been waiting for. We kind of, the prophecies, they speeding up, they slowing down, speeding up, slowing down, and it's all of the will of the Most High. But we understand that this is the next step to get us out of America, to get us back to where we want to be at, for all the work and all the labor and all the blood and all the sweat and tears that we put into this thing, for us to see a reward over the wicked. And the Lord said we would see a reward over the wicked. Right? So what we want to do is we want to make sure that this comes to pass, right? Whatever bit of information we can get, and we go ahead and push it out and make sure that we keeping watch and we being diligent over it. The Lord said, I'm actually get I'm gonna get a precept. Let's get this precept. Let's get this precept real quick. Salakia. Bear with me. Right? This is the book of Psalm. I believe that's what I want. Might have to look it up real quick. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 91, and I'll start at verse 7. Right? Psalm 91 and verse 7. I'll start at verse 6. It says, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. And we know that with these things happening, we're not scared of it. If a missile were to come to America, we're not scared of that. Wherever it's at. Because we know at the end of the day, the Most High is going to deliver us and protect us as long as we trust in him. Right? Continuing on. Only with thine eyes, right? Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. And that's what we're looking at. We're seeing that any given second, Ukraine could get blown up. Something can happen to Russia. Something can happen to France, as there's riots right now, and it's going crazy right now. The Lord willing, you paying attention to that as well. Hey, any given second, something can happen to America. It could be a false flag, an EMP attack. It can be somebody blew up a train station. Anything can happen. I mean, anything. It's limited possibilities that can happen to this earth right now. So it's very important that videos like this, these are the videos you need to be paying attention to. Looking into the prophecy, watching these breakdowns and making sure that you understand what's going on and not just watching videos for entertainment. I mean, it's not what it's about. You shouldn't be entertained. We're not trying to be out here to entertain you. We're out here to feed you and edify you and make sure you keep and watch. Read this Sirach chapter 39 and verse 1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. So you need to be in the laws of the Most High. You need to meditate thereof. You need to seek out what your forefathers and the wisdom the Lord has bestowed to them so you can obtain it. And then you want to also make sure you're in the prophecies, whether you actually reading and you taking notes of the prophecies that's in the scriptures, or you looking at the things that's happening in the earth and you linking it back up to the scripture. The point being, we need to be in these prophecies in these last days. As we see in this time tick. I mean, you kind of look up and you damn near, I mean, we pretty much at the end. Pretty much at the end of this thing. It's the final few seconds left on the clock. The final few milliseconds that's still ticking. And we got to still be ticking. We got to still be going. We got to still be pushing forward and not get desensitized to this information that's out here. Right? Twitter, literally this earth right now, we're known as we're living in something known as the age of information. AOI, meaning it's a limited amounts of resources and tools at our disposal that it would make someone not even want to get down with it. Meaning not even want to, be enthralled in the information that's out there because it's so much. Right? It's more than one man could take. So you want to take your time. You want to make sure you filtering everything out. You don't want to just look at any old thing out there. You want to look at the things that the Lord told you to look at. The wisdom of the ancient, the laws of the Most High, the prophecies, and make sure you're in that. Right? It says too, he will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also. So back to it, we want to be looking at these different prophecies that's going on. All right, we gotta love this thing. I mean, we gotta love it. And the Lord has this pretty much any given day now, all hell about to break loose. On every single level, we got things going on between Iran and Israel, and it's getting hot. It's really getting hot. It's at a point where soon one of them might just press the button. You got North Korea still testing off nuclear missiles over in the Pacific Ocean. You got them sending damn alerts or warnings over South Korea just about every single day, every single week now. And South Korea is getting scared and frightened. You got China still doing military exercises with Russia. You have America doing military exercises with South Korea. You got France literally been enthralled in this crazy civil war right now. Damn near race wars. I mean, I saw something earlier. Look, man, again, all hell may just break loose very soon. So we got to make sure that we using wisdom with the things that's out here. So let's continue this out a little bit more, and we gonna kind of get up off this video, but let's continue on.
So this is huge news, guys. Okay, they're asking employees to leave by July 5th, and the desired destination is to go to Crimea. And what that tells me is that, you know, if something were to happen, that the entire southern area of Ukraine would be contaminated. That's why they're telling them to go to Crimea, most likely. You know, asking the three managers to leave is also huge as well. Reducing the number of military patrols in Energodar and the power plant itself is also very concerning. We also had Maria Zakharova. She's the press person for Russia, for the foreign ministry, I believe. And she said that Ukraine is preparing for an attack on the ZNPP. So something is going on, guys. Something could be going down very, very soon. And here we have a video coming out of Ukraine. And this video shows Ukrainians taking part in radiation decontamination exercise. We have some Ukrainian fire trucks here, and they're spraying down vehicles with water to wash off any fallout from a meltdown or detonation of the reactors. And they have the protective suits and SCBAs, respirators. So the fact that Ukraine is actually doing this exercise, they're practicing decontaminating people. They have a handheld Geiger counter, and they're scanning people to see if they have any contaminants on them. This is huge, guys. Okay, this is absolutely huge. Very, very concerning. I'm going to continue to monitor the situation. We also have some information that the Russians have already started handing out potassium iodide in Energodar. Energodar.
Right, so we're going to rest right there, but let's get some more precepts on this. Right, so it's very important, man. This is, you know, it's very important to keep watch, right? It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6 and verse number 16. It says, "Thus say Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein." So we know our people, they not, you know, for us to be able to be in his knowledge and in the know, you know, it's very important that we walk in that way that the Lord has established for us, and wait for the Most High, and watch for us for these prophecies, and watch diligently over our souls, so that we know that Most High willing we make it. But we know our people, they don't want to all get down with this. So that's why that day is going to catch them as a thief in the night. Verse 17. "Also I said, watchmen before you." It's like he over you. And there's watchmen that's out here. There's prophets. There's teachers. There's different men who's proclaiming these different things to Israel by being diligent and watching. And yet what? It says, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet, but they said, we will not hearken. So you don't want to be like that. If these things are going on in the earth, and you're, you know, the Most High trying to reveal it to you, and you pretty much turning your neck and saying, well, I don't care about that. It's not the time for us to be getting delivered. You know, We're going to be here for another 30 more years. We're going to get delivered in our children's generation. That's not what's going on here. We're talking about any given day now. I've heard that before. I heard brothers say, you know, pretty much Israel's going to get delivered in our children's generation later on. We're not going to be the ones that see it. We just here for our children to be able to lift them up so that, you know, they can get delivered. No, that's not it. We want to get delivered tomorrow. We want to get delivered tonight. And it's all of the will of the Most High at the end of the day. But the only way we're going to know these things is if we're watching diligently, right, to make sure that we being acquainted with the things that's happening in the earth. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 21 and verse number 8, right? Isaiah 21:8. It says, and he cried, a lion, my Lord, I stand continually upon a watchtower in the daytime, and I am set in my ward whole nights. And if you get that, I'm gonna get another. I'm gonna show you that somewhere else real quick. Right. So we're supposed to be in a ward. We're supposed to be watching day and night. The Lord said day and night you should be watching. I'm gonna get this in the NIT. Yeah, in a NLT. Salakia. Or I'll get an NIV. It says, and a lookout shouted, day after day, my Lord, I stand on the watchtower. Every night I stay at my post. So you want to be there every night, day in day, night in night. You looking, you seeing what's happening, you tweeting it out, you damn sharing it. You want to make sure that you know what's going on. Because the Lord is no mistake. He made Twitter or allowed the so-called white men to have Twitter out here so we can be able to just continually see what's going on the earth. Right? The NLT, it says, then the watchman shouted, it's like he cried out, day after day I have stood on a watchtower, my Lord, and night after night have I remained at my post. So you want to be there night after night, whole nights, stationed out there to see what's going on. That's the real watchmen. That's how they get down. They wasn't just sitting on their hands and scratching and then scratching their ass. Right? They wasn't doing that. Or combing out their beard all night. Right? Or brushing their hair to get waves. You know? And I'm not saying you can't make sure you take care of yourself. But the point of the matter is we want to make sure we watching. And that's the whole point. Right? And I'm going to close it out with this account right here. This the book of St. Luke, chapter 12 and verse 38. It says, I'm going to start at 37. Blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching. Verily I say unto you, that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. And if he shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them so, blessed are those servants. So that's what we want to be at. You want to make sure that you hold yourself up to the standard right here. In these last days, you want to stand a little more diligently watching and keeping watch over the things that's happening in the earth and report them back to Israel. Lord willing, you was edified. Most are willing to keep watch. Watch over this thing that's happening in Ukraine and Russia. And definitely check out everything that's going on in France with these riots and protests. With that, Kwame Sharala, Shalom.